ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Washington. Gets open down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is...
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense not showing press coverage. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's McLaurin. At the 40, there he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the Terrapins have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Washington. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defense is good.
The DBs will back off a bit. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the... These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got behind behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Under fire. Finds his man. It's McLaurin. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McLaurin. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Defense picks it up.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket, even when things are collapsing.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Washington. Here's the heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Scott. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. A first down for the offense. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. Corners are going to bail. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Complete with conviction on the crosser. There he goes! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. Snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently. He's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Caught over the middle. It's McConnell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give on the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Terrapins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble. I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the floor.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the... Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He leaves it with his back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some...
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The screen, he's got wheels. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense. Let's go, right. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hamilton. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it for deep. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw it. Defense playing a bail technique. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hamilton. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Release to the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Swings it out to the flat. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella running to glory. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Burnett. Smashes ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.